Threatened partial sanctions against Pakistan unless it snapped its links to terror groups. Top leaders in the Pakistani establishment, beginning with the Prime Minister, hit back. From the tone and tenor of the outraged reactions, it is clear that Pakistan is not about to change its stripes.
उनसे मैं यही कहूंगा कि जब they can't live without us, तो वो हमारे साथ मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग्स को खत्म करने के लिए रवाबत बढ़ाएं.
Very strong reservations with all of these allegations, because these are nothing more than allegations right now, and this is not in the spirit of partnership.
Pakistan's strong reaction to a US Senate panel spelling it out that Pakistan was behind last week's US embassy attack in Kabul, that US aid to Pakistan was no longer unconditional.
Choosing to use violent extremism as an instrument of policy, the government of Pakistan, and most especially the Pakistani Army and ISI, jeopardizes not only the prospect of our strategic partnership, but Pakistan's opportunity to be a respected nation with legitimate regional influence.
First of its kind move by the US vis-a-vis Pakistan, the Senate Appropriations Committee declined to specify amounts of US aid to Pakistan, leaving it to the discretion of the Obama administration to provide aid depending on Pakistan's actions against terror groups. One of the more vocal critics of Pakistan in this committee even said, if the administration wants to provide zero, that'd be okay with us. The US realizes it now. India has been harping on it for years. The ISI's deep-rooted links with terror, naming individuals Pak is harboring, even pointing out how the ISI works to fan unrest in India. All this has largely gone unheard. The proof was always there. Remember 26/11 mastermind David Coleman Headley spelling it out in a Chicago court that he was in constant touch with ISI officials about when he went about carrying out recce's for the 26/11 attack, or his admission that he got spy training from the ISI. Headley had even said a certain uncommissioned officer of the ISI going by the name of Major Iqbal and LET founder Hafiz Saeed had helped lay the foundation of the 26/11 attack. So out of all of this, can we expect Pakistan to change its stripes now? Unlikely at best, say the experts.
If I was a Pakistani, the way I would look at it is quite simple. I would say that, look, I've had a number of such warnings, threats from the Americans in the past, but you know, most of these have been empty threats. And then I'll probably just do a bit of a jig, please the Americans a little bit, and then they'll pipe down. The question is, have they actually reached that point where they're going to make good on all their threats and their warnings to the Pakistanis?
Bureau Report, NewsX.
Well, the big question, can Pakistan ever change its terror stripes? Well, let's put that question directly to Imran Khan, who joins us, in fact, from London. He is, of course, the chief of the Tehreek-e-Insaf party in Pakistan and someone who has taken a hawkishly anti-American position all through the last few years. Mr. Khan, what has long been suspected is now being endorsed by one of Pakistan's closest allies. Doesn't this stinging indictment, have the potential of labeling Pakistan a terror state? Because that really is a logical next extension of this argument.
Well, it's so bizarre that here is a country which had nothing to do with 9/11. No Pakistanis were involved in it. Al-Qaeda, trained by CIA, was based in Afghanistan. And so losing 35,000 dead in this war, we had nothing to do with. And according to Pakistan Economic Survey, $70 billion has been lost to the economy. I mean, imagine if cricket teams don't come, how would any investment come into that country? So here's a country reeling under someone else's war. Today being accused of just because it is backing some Haqqani fighters, Taliban and...
It's not just some Haqqani fighters.
Whose strength would be about 4,000 to 5,000 fighters. They are supposed to be the impediment in the way of 140,000 American troops, the greatest military machine in history. That's the reason why they can't win in Afghanistan. The surge has failed. There's more violence this year than ever before, is because of these fighters. This is unfortunately, as a